Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, citations to the fillet, just pushing this truth across four corners of the earth, all fair truth and sincerity. I'm gonna want to buy back again and sitting. I just going to about about these job layoffs that's going on in America right now. In America, Babylon the Great. These jobs are laying off people, companies are laying off people more and more. And the job market, or people are trying to get work is getting harder, you know and you have people that talk about how hard it is to get a job, in this economy, and in these times. So, but before I get into this article right here, I'm gonna go to this video of this woman going to about about the layoffs, job layoffs. So
off more people. So what are you gonna do if all y'all laid off and we have no other options to fix this shit?
I really hate to be right about this one because I feel like they're finna drop a bombshell on us, most likely in spring or a little bit before spring. Because not only are they not.
I'm pausing right there. She was saying like something could happen, within springtime, or something like major could happen. And springtime is like March, April, those 2 months. So within March is Passover time. So like anything, things can happen before Passover and after Passover. So you got to see, but the way things looking, it ain't gonna be nothing good at all. What's ahead for a lot of people in America about the great. It's gonna be a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of people dealing with financial hardships, which people are dealing with now, but it's gonna get way worse than what it is right now at the moment.
Hiring people and doing mass layoffs, but these places are severely understaffed as is. They don't want workers. They don't want workers right now. I feel like they're gonna do a mass layoff for sure of everybody and only rehire probably white Americans if they do a rehire. And
now it's another point there. She said, if they do like a mass layoff, people, coming up, which layoffs going on now, but she was saying about spring will be like more and more, but something maybe more drastic. But she was saying how they go hire white Americans before they hire you so-called Negro, Latino, natives, which that's really going on now, because is a good amount of Latinos, Native American, Israelite, Negroes that ain't getting hired from these companies like they used to. They are hire a white man before they hire a black or brown Israelite man, a woman, for the most part, So, but, it's going to get way worse for the so-called Negro, Latino, natives in America, Babylon Great going forward, man.
And they're going to drop the pay
play the rest of the video.
Damn near kissing minimum wage for damn near majority of a lot of shit. Because, bro, they're doing a mass layoff. That shit is in the millions. So many companies are about to do a mass layoff. Y'all don't even know. Like, what the fuck are they planning to do? What the fuck is the bombshell?
So that's it on that. So I'll get to the article. She going to about the layoffs. So it's an article right here. It's about business, AP business. Says layoffs are piling up, heightening worker anxiety. Here are some of the biggest recent job cuts. It said New York AP, as layoffs pile up, workers are feeling increasingly anxious about the job market. In the U.S., economists have said that businesses are largely at a no hire, no fire standstill, leading many to limit new work if not pause openness entirely amid economic uncertainty. Hiring has stagnant overall, with the country at a merger 50,000 jobs. Excuse me, a meager, I think it's a meager merger, a meager. I'm gonna say last month, down from a revised figure of 56,000 in November. But a growing list of companies are also cutting jobs. Employers have initiated layoffs across sectors, with many pointing to a rise operational costs that span from President Donald Trump barging a new tariffs, stubborn inflation, shifts in spending from customers, whose outlook on the U.S. economy recently plummeted to the lowest level since 2014. Others are still working on downsizing their workforce after pandemic area hiring boom, particularly in e-commerce. At the same time, more and more businesses are reducing their workforces as they redirect money to artificial intelligence (AI), often baked it into wider corporate restructuring. So a lot of these, they laying off people. Just reading this, just based off, because they going to robots, AI. They lean towards that now. So a lot of people, they finna get this. They letting go people because they finna be useless because they want to go with AI and the robots, man. But that's gonna lead to a lot of problems, man, out here in America. Probably not great. People gonna get desperate, man. Gonna be hungry. I mean, we are hungry, but they gotta try to feed their families, so they're gonna do what they gotta do to survive. And that goes into Second Ezra. Second Ezra 15. So, hey, man, as we go forward, man, things get really, really get, really, really chaotic out here in America about migrating these streets in these cities, man. Going forward, going forward, definitely into the spring and summer. But we'll see. But it's not looking like things gonna get no better, which is a good thing. Hey, America, this place got to go down. It's going down. Should yeah, what it is. But I'm gonna name a few of the some of the companies are laying off people. Amazon laying off 16,000 corporate roles, another 14,000 workers. UPS is cutting 30,000 operational jobs this year. A combined 48,000 job cuts. Tyson Foods they'll say it would be closing a plant that employed at 3,200 people in Lexington, Nebraska, bringing job losses for nearly a third of the small town's population, 11,000. So let's see, HP laying off between 4,000 6,000 employees. Verizon laying off more than 13,000 employees. The Tesla cutting 16,000 jobs globally. Let's see. Intel, 75,000. Let's see some more. Microsoft, 90,000. So it's it's not looking good at all. Like, it ain't gonna get no better for the so-called white man, East Sodomites, world. They rulership, their kingdom is going down. America, Babylon Great is going down. It ain't gonna get no better. But I'm gonna get the scriptures to back this up. This Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. So, the job market and the work, is getting low. To find work, and people getting laid off, companies laying off people. Like I say, they switching, they laying off a good amount of number of people, so they bring in the robots and go forward with AI. And then the grinding it's gonna cease, man. Like it's gonna get to that point. You know, a lot of businesses out here, what it may be, gonna start shutting down. Companies, restaurants, gonna start shutting down. Places that you might know around your way. Businesses that been open for however long will be shut down because just not, they can't hire people, and then like I said, the lack of funding, or the lack of like I say the resources of trucks, not they that can't bring in certain products, whatever it may be, to their places, stores or whatever it may be, and then they had to shut down because of it. The high rise of prices of things, of products, what it may be, is messing up a lot of people as well. Businesses, is it's not gonna get no better, man. But Ecclesiastes 12:4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the ground is low, and he shall rise up to the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, cause like I say, we're in a time like I said again, it's gonna be hard to find. It's hard to find work now. It's gonna get way worse going forward. Like I said, a lot of people gonna be, depressed. And like I said, the dollars of music. Like I said, this music is being bought down too. The music ain't what it used to be. The music is don't have no passion behind the music no more. Like I said, the music industry is going down. For like the creativity of music. Like I said, the passion of music. The sound of music is not what it used to be. These artists, pushing out, no good music for real. Now you got some artists that are, but then you got artists like, coming back, try to come back into the game, or, try to push some good music. But I say, man, I said the music is just going downhill, man. Hip hop, rap, that's going down. I think they said no hip hop or rap song, what it may be, didn't crack the top 100 for the first time. So is that was last year, 25. So like I said, man, the music is being bought down, man. This place, America by One Great, is going down, man. I say people people gonna be looking for jobs, man, and they ain't gonna nobody, or no, they applying for jobs online and getting no callbacks. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they might say they're hiring, but a lot of these jobs really ain't hiring. I don't know why they posting it saying they're hiring, but it's kind of crazy. But a lot of these jobs really ain't hiring like they say they is. A lot of people, like I said, they're laying off people, so it ain't gonna get no better. But like I said, it's promising, man. It's gotta happen. Ecclesiastes 12:5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which, read it again. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, And fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. So that's what's gonna happen. Because I said the Lord Yahweh Shah don't say they're gonna fear, they're gonna be afraid, which is high. That's the Lord Yahweh Shah. They're gonna know that there's a higher power is bringing these judgments and wrathful judgments down upon America, Babylon the Great. The apostles and Elder Brother Great Mr. Humble been saying this for years. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Shah finna bring it. He's gonna bring his wrathful judgment down upon this place, America, Babylon Great. For all this wickedness and sinful, acts and things that's going on, that you might not hear about on the internet, that's going on that Lord Yahweh Shah sees. He gonna bring his rapid judgment down upon this place, man. And a lot of people gonna know there's a higher power at work when these great judgments come down. A lot of people out here gonna be dying, man. Just how mysterious illnesses, deaths, or may be. That's how bad it's gonna get out here. But when desire shall fail, people not gonna have no desire of want to do anything, because how bad how things gonna get. Like I say, work ain't gonna be no work out here. It's gonna be people out here just losing it. They ain't gonna have no desires or want to do anything. Desires of the desires of this place, America, Babylon Great, is gonna fail, and a lot of people just gonna be like whatever, not caring, having a careless type mindset, not giving a damn about none of this stuff, man. Finish it off, because man go to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. So people gonna be out, just like I said, depressed, and and in a sorrowful, and I ain't gonna be out here, in disbelief, in tears, because how bad it's gonna get, man. How bad it's gonna get. Because like I say, we go forward, man. Right now, it's bad now, but it's gonna get worse, man. This ain't nothing right now, at the moment. But as we go forward, man, things gonna start happening more and more, and people just gonna be out here just in disbelief, and I saying in a sorrowful mindset, and in fear, and not knowing, just, and like I said, just in disbelief, and how bad it will get. How bad it is going to get more and more in America, Babylon the Great. It's not gonna get no better here, man. We in those times. Me myself, first and foremost, hopefully I'm part of Roch's number, because the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino natives, that's the only ones that gonna Layoffs is gonna protect, have mercy, and the elect is gonna be taken care of, in these times going forward. The elect is gonna be fed, and have be protected by the Lord Yahweh Shah. But 2/3 of Israelites that's not gonna make it. In these times going forward, man. Like I say, man, it's all about, if you're a righteous number, to have that hedge of protection from the Lord Yahweh Shah in these times, man. Because it's finna get real serious, ugly out here, man, going forward, man. So I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I like about praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sisters, brothers, to the few Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahushua.